Hey everybody, NorCal Mondays. This is NorCal Carters. I'm Jason, and it's April 25th, 2022. And once again, we have another
Someone downstairs.
Junior Carter show. And yeah, a couple of you have come up to me and said, "Why are you guys doing Junior Carters again?" Well, tonight we have a full panel. We have, my math is bad, 9 drivers, I think, tonight. So, to you master guys, I know I pick on you the past couple of weeks. There's 2 or 3 of you floating around out there that want to be on the show. So, if you want to be on the show for a masters group, get 3 or 4 of your buddies together. And Ashley and I, we don't care if it's everybody in the same class or just friends from the same track. It doesn't matter. But just reach out to us, get a hold of Ashley, and we'll book your master show. So, without further ado, we have the new countdown video we've been doing for a couple months now. We are looking for more pictures. So, if your cart has the numbers ending between 0 and 60, so a 360, a 137, whatever, we're looking for more high quality cart videos for a new countdown video. And yeah, if you have suggestions on the background music, etc. But if you guys haven't figured it out, the cart numbers are dropping. That's our countdown. So without further ado, everyone's tired of me talking. Let's bring on our first guest. We have Ridgely Welsh.
Hello.
Ridgely, how are you doing?
Good. How about you?
I'm good. Can we shout out your YouTube channel?
Yeah, our season go-karts. If you haven't seen it yet, I have about like 48 subscribers last time I checked. But I try and upload as much as I can, but my schoolwork gets in the way a lot of the time. But yeah, I upload as much as I can.
You know, work gets in the way of my life too. I completely understand.
Yeah.
So Ridgely Welsh, RCs and go-karts. Thank you for joining us tonight. So for those that don't know who you are, give us a quick background on yourself. What team do you
Okay.
race for? What class do you race for? What tracks do you go to?
All right. So I started out for outdoor karting. I started out in Junior 206, which I had done from 2019 to just last year. And last year I won the Blue Max Kart Club Championship, and I'm moving up this year to the K100 and the Junior Rock stuff, and I've done 2 races in it so far for the combination of both of them. And I'm starting to get a little better because the 206 and the 2-stroke stuff, the 4-stroke and 2-stroke stuff, they have a very different drive style. So
Which one do you prefer?
2-stroke for sure by a long way.
2-stroke for sure by a long way. And we'll get into that later tonight. And then what chassis are you on?
The GFC, the SS31. It's a tag frame. They use it for anywhere from an X30 to a K100, and they have a wide variety of frames. Well, it's 3 frames. By wide variety, I mean 3 frames. They have a shifter frame, a tag frame, and they have a cadet frame.
Are you a paid salesman for GFC?
Right?
No.
I was like, hey, Sonny, watch out.
All right. So hang tight with us, Ridgely. We'll be back with you in a minute when we bring everybody up. But next, we are going to have Jimmy and Henry Fogarty. Jimmy and Henry, how are you doing? All right. Which one just waved your hands?
Him.
Yep.
That one's Jimmy.
That one's Jimmy. So who's sitting? Henry?
We're both sitting. He's just on a higher chair.
Okay. Oh, he's in a high chair. Or a bar stool or something, right?
Yeah, I'm on a stool.
All right. So one at a time, tell us, same thing that Ridgely did. Tell us where you race, where your home track is, what classes you race, and what chassis are you on?
Our home track is Prairie City. We run a 4-strokes 206. I run a 206. He also runs a 206. And he runs a micro 2-stroke, and I run a mini 2-stroke.
All right.
We don't know our chassis.
You don't know the chassis?
No, I don't think so.
Are you under a certain tent?
Yes.
What tent are you under?
The GFC.
GFC. There we go. And honestly, I don't know the cadet name for the chassis either.
Yeah.
We'll have to bring Ridgely on later, and he'll go over the specs and everything. Actually, Nico probably knows as well.
Nico said RR5.
RR5 is the chassis. GFC RR5. Very cool. Anything else you guys want to add real quick as your introduction?
This is our second year racing. It's our second race in two-stroke was yesterday.
Second race in two-stroke was yesterday.
Yes, and that's
very cool.
That's awesome.
Very cool. All right, let's see here. So next up, we're gonna bring Max Altman. Max, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. So tell us about yourself. Where do you race? What class do you race in? What chassis are you on? Where's your home track?
So my home track is Sonoma Raceway. Mainly, I'm racing in Junior 100cc with Speed Sense Motorsports, and chassis is the X-Sprint Oasis. Don't know like the number, but Sprint Oasis. And yeah.
Perfect.
How long have you been racing, Max?
I got into karting with electric karts, but then actually moved up to outdoor in 2018 was my first test, and have been racing since 2018 in outdoor.
Excellent.
So you came from indoor karting.
Yes.
Perfect. And then you transferred out to real racing. I mean, outdoor karting.
Yeah.
Perfect. Anything else you want to say as your introduction?
That's pretty much it.
Pretty much it. All right.
We're glad to have you.
Next up, we're going to bring up Nico Sarfati. How are you doing, Nico?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So same deal. You run in the chassis, your home track, your team.
I run Mini Swift and Mini Rock. My home track is Sonoma Raceway. I drive for GFC Karting, and I've been karting for 4 years.
Very cool.
Nice. And where were you this weekend, Nico?
I was at Buttonwillow for SCUSA Pro Kart.
Perfect. All right. So
You're a race reporter for the Buttonwillow action.
It was honestly the Mini Swift field was really tight. I qualified 6th. So we were in NOLA like 2 weekends ago, I think, and then it rained on Saturday, and the engine that we had used on Saturday, and it rained. After qualifying on Saturday, we discovered that it had rain damage, so we had to switch to our practice engine, which is good, but it's not as good as the Vulture. So we weren't as fast as we hoped we would, but the kart still ran fine, and it was a good weekend all around.
It was a good weekend all around.
Yeah.
But you were hoping for a better turnout down there?
Yeah, it wasn't that much. It was only like 55 entries in all the classes. So hopefully next time.
Are we going to see it Sonoma more this year?
I don't know, to be honest. Sonoma's normally like less. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough age group right now
because a lot of kids have moved up to KA.
Yeah,
absolutely. All right, we're going to have you on in a few moments here, but then let's go over to Mason and Brody Mitchell. How are you doing this evening?
Hi. Good.
Hi. Okay, so the one in the orange cap, who's that?
Brody.
Brody. So that means the one in the black cap is Mason?
Yep.
Man, I figured that out pretty quick. So, being brothers, it doesn't look like you're going to race in the same class. So, Mason, why don't you start off? What class do you race in? What kart are you on? Where's your home track?
I guess I could say my home track is Prairie City. I race on Tony Karts, and I raced 206 Junior 2 and K Junior, and Rock Junior.
And Rock. Very good. And Brody, what about you?
Junior 1 Pilot.
Junior 1 Pilot. All right. So what is Junior 1 Pilot? Is that the 4-stroke engine?
Yes.
Yeah. The big loud one.
Mm-hmm.
And what chassis are you on?
Tony Kart Rookie.
Tony Kart. And where's your home track?
Prairie City.
Prairie City. All right. Very cool. Anything else you guys want to add before we go on to our next guest?
No.
No. All right. So give us a moment here. And last but not least, Gabby Gadara. You have to turn your mic on. There you go.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Turn your mic
Tell us
on.
about yourself. What class do you race in? What chassis?
I
are you on?
race
Where's your home?
okay. I race Mini Swift nationally, and I race Junior 1 206 locally. And I've been racing since I was 5.
Since you're 5.
Yep. My home track's Prairie City. I've been racing out of the country for 2 years, and my chassis is a Bennick.
A Bennick.
Yep.
All right. And I see behind you, you have a trophy with that. What is that trophy right behind you? Right in the middle.
That's the one from yesterday at Sonoma.
Why does it have a big number 1 on it?
Because I got first.
Because you got first. All right. Ashley's in the background going girl power. Very cool. Is there anything you want to add for your intro?
No, not really.
Not really?
That's right.
All right. Well, next we'll bring up Ashley. You're going to go full screen. Ready? You have to hit your mic.
Yeah.
There we
Hey
go.
guys. What's up, NorCal? All right. We were in Sonoma over the weekend and it was a great weekend. I want to give shout outs to 2 people in particular. First one, Roman Madrigal. He restored my faith in humanity, friends. One of the racers from Sonoma actually is paralyzed. And during the race, they got into they got tangled up. And as a official, it's the scariest thing ever because we're like, oh, we just want to make sure that he's safe, right? Well, my boy Roman went and restarted him and made sure that he finished his race. So I wanted to give huge props to Roman for that. And then my other shout out is to Gino Sandoval. We had a little issue with transponders over the weekend, and I apologize. But he did great over the weekend, and I always enjoy watching him race. He's just a great kid. So shout out to Sandoval and Madrigal. Yeah, I'm excited. Oh, we do have a comment. Where's Christian? You must be talking about Christian Cameron. Our friend Christian, he is in North Carolina preparing for the Pro Kart that's coming up there this weekend. So that's where he was, the USPKS. I'm sorry. Thanks, Nico. Christian's preparing for the race this weekend. So all of NorCal is wishing all of our NorCal drivers the best this weekend at USPKS. And here we go. Here's our squad.
Here's everybody.
Hey.
All right. So, Nico, you wanted to give a shout out to somebody?
Yes, I would like to give a shout out to Hudson Sharp. He did amazing yesterday. It was only his 2K junior race. Had fastest lap and almost won. If he had like 10 more laps, he would have won. So I'm proud of him because I've coached him because he's new to karting. But I'm I'm proud of him for this weekend.
He had a very good drive. Yep. And for those that are wondering, you can go on YouTube, look up Rock Sonoma, and we recorded live. And so again, YouTube, Rock Sonoma, and you can watch all the main events that we did yesterday. So thanks for the shout out, Nico. Oh, you're changing my layout on me.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. We lost somebody.
Well, we just lost Nico. Oh, there he is. All right, I got him. Got him back.
And we lost Ridgely too.
Oh,
Where'd Ridgely go?
Ridgely, come back. All right, let's start.
Ah, there's Ridgely.
I'm back.
There you go. All right.
Yay. All right. So, in the comments, if anybody has any questions for our drivers, go ahead and put them in there. All right, guys, we're going to unmute and we're going to have some conversation. Does anybody have any questions for your fellow panel members? Go ahead. I'm trying to unmute everyone.
Actually, I want to add on to your Roman Madrigal comment, Ashley.
Okay.
That was very cool of Roman to have the situational awareness during the race. I talked to both of them afterwards, but I didn't really ask them, what happened. I don't know if we caught it on the replay or not. But the fact that Roman basically gave up his race, I don't know if his kart was even done, but he basically gave up his race to help out James, and James was able to continue. So that was good.
Yeah. I heard a little bit more of that, but yes.
I just forgot to ask him. And normally I like to know, but I was just so taken back. Was like, here's a fellow competitor helping somebody else out. And it's like, hey, get going. And yeah, that was it. So,
yeah. Because, I mean, legit, he could have just been like, oh, we're all out. But he didn't. He made sure that his homie started back up.
Yep, he got James going again.
Dang, Gabby, we're getting all the comments for you, girl. Guys, you better get your friends on. Gabby's blowing up the chats, guys. All right. Anybody have any questions for your panel members?
Menvel Avanasian. Nico, how was Buttonwillow? You kind of highlighted on it, but why don't you give us a little race recap or drop a press release for us?
It was good. I qualified sixth. The field was really tight. I didn't have the best engine. On the main on Sunday, or actually, because we had to make an engine change because our race engine had water damage. I had to start from the back from the pre-final on Sunday. I finished sixth in the pre-final and then started sixth in the main. Finished fourth, but a stupid penalty, honestly, sent me back to sixth because I made a clean pass on this kid in the final corner, and then something happened, and then I got an incident responsibility. So kind of dumb, but it is what it is.
Penalty?
Yeah, I got a penalty, and it sent me back to sixth. So it is what it is.
Any other interesting or cool things from Buttonwillow or the Pro Kart event this past weekend outside of your class?
Yeah, KA Junior was actually a really good race. My Preston Lambert got fourth he almost got a podium, and Keegan Kaminsky got third. It was a good race. Keegan Kaminsky got third. It was a good race.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, other than that, it was a fun weekend, and hopefully we can do better in LA for the next round.
That's right. We're always trying to build from one race to the next, right?
Yep.
Very cool. Let's see. Before we move on to the next person, what was the penalty for?
It was so the race director coming into the final corner, there's the chicane at Buttonwillow, and I didn't really do it on purpose, but I kind of moved the kid out of the way because I was getting pushed, by someone behind me, and then he didn't even go off the track, but the I don't even know what happened. But then I got an incident responsibility penalty. So
Got it. So you had a little bit of help from behind, and you ran into the guy in front of you. He got pushed
wasn't-
right,
it-
is what it sounds like.
yeah, he got pushed right. It wasn't even like a hit. It just was like a light push.
Yeah.
But Scoozer's rules say that you can't have like any front bumper to rear bumper contact, otherwise it'll be a penalty if you
Got
get an advantage. So
you just helped him find a different racing line. That's all.
yeah,
It just happened to be slower.
it just didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. But other than that, it is what it is.
Yeah. That's part of racing, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Nico, we
Let's
have
see.
another question for you. It says, when are you going to move up?
I'm only 11, so hopefully either next year or in 2 years, because I still have 2 years of mini left. So I don't really know. We're hoping that we can move up in probably next year. So
Probably next year.
yeah.
All right. Man, we have the comments coming in for Gabby.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's put
I'm bringing up Gabby. All right, Gabby. Hey, we'll get around to it. We're going to go around the horn to everybody. But right now, we got a bunch of questions, or not even questions, just comments. It's like, did you have to pay like on YouTube for all these hits?
No, so Rebecca Hughes and Hughes Racing that's my auntie and uncle.
Okay.
And then Gadara Racing is my mom. And then Brandon Hard is my sister's friend.
Got it. And then even on the live stream, you had a number of comments coming in. Didn't you have some family away from the track that was able to watch
Yes.
the race?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I can't remember what the handle was on the accounts for YouTube, but I remember watching them this morning. And yeah, there was a lot of comments coming in for
So
you. They were
thankful
able
for
to see
that
you
live
win.
stream.
What's that?
My mom said, so thankful for that live stream.
Oh yeah, no problem. Thank the Camerons for that one. They're trying to find other ways to bring more value for their racers, and the live stream has been pretty popular.
Yeah, it has.
Did you ever go back and watch them?
Watch the stream?
Yeah, watch the live streams.
Yes, I did. Like twice this morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we've had other people comment too when the new tic-tac-toe section went into the track. People were logging into the live stream, and Nico shaking his head. People were logging into the live stream and seeing how the new tic-tac-toe was going. Nico, why are you shaking your head?
I do not like the new tic-tac-toe.
Me
It's
either.
Like the new
much slower.
I'm with you,
No.
Nico. I don't like it.
Tic-tac-toe is bad.
It's a very technical section.
horrible.
It takes
It's
a lot of
technical-
skill.
It's so
Yeah,
much
I love
slower.
I lost 5/10 in that section.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's just because before you could just hop the curbs and it was much faster, but
I
they
like
changed it.
I like the old tic-tac-toe, but the
the old
the new tic-tac-toe is much easier on the cart frame, I have to say. And I
Yeah.
think that is also a pretty big part of it. It may cost you, I don't know, a second maybe, but you may not be DNF'd out of the race because you didn't have time to put a chain guard on or something,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why
we-
they changed it. It's just because it was just bending frames, and people just always had to buy new carts, and it just wasn't helping.
I'd
Yeah.
like to make a shout out to Kai Sorensen.
I know. I was just about to say, Kai Sorensen wants to come on. Kai, send us a message, DM us, and I'll send you the link.
Yo, put me on.
Hey, but Masters drivers, this is how they do it. All right. Here we go. Shout outs. Preston Lambert. I love you, Nico. Preston was on our first junior show. And let's see. Gabby's uncle. Okay, our friend Connor's Bald Spot wants to know about Max's camera. I think he's on his tablet.
Yeah, it's just a tablet. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
the
on
best,
tablet.
but it'll do the job.
He
Yep.
put the screensaver over the camera.
Get the job done. All right. Hughes Racing watching Gabby from Mississippi. All right. And okay, here we go. While I'm trying to get Kai on, can anyone share their favorite karting moment?
I will.
Go ahead.
It was actually yesterday, Heat 1. It was a very fun race. Me and my teammate yesterday, we were battling. It was super fun. I like to make a shout out to Eric Doan. He was very fun to race with. I was actually pretty scared at the Heat 1 because he passed me on the start, and yeah, but I passed him on the final corner, so that was pretty fun. I like to make a shout out to him.
Yes, the final corner, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Eric has also been on our show, so shout out to Eric. And he was one of the guys that was like, "Hey, yeah, I've been on that show.
Yeah,
Go ahead and do it." So shout out to our friend Eric.
Thank you, Josh.
Let's see. Let's go around the horn here for a moment.
Yeah.
So let's bring the Fogarty brothers up.
Kai, yes,
I
on
can't share my
Instagram.
favorite moment. but I
All
can
right,
share my
Jimmy and Henry.
least
What are
favorite moment.
your favorite karting moments?
I don't have a favorite moment, but I have a least favorite moment. That was
That's
also
fine.
yesterday. Yesterday, my least favorite moment was in Heat 2.
Oh, was it the one where I?
Yeah,
spun
it was
you
the
out?
first lap, and Jimmy took me out, and so I ended up finishing like third to last. But
Did you see Jimmy took you out?
yeah, Jimmy.
Accidentally.
The kid
Yeah, but
sitting
he
next to
still
you?
took me out.
Your brother
Yeah.
took you out?
Yes.
Oh. Well, how was that ride home, Jimmy?
Awkward.
Very dull.
And you guys are in two different classes too.
Yeah, and then on Saturday I sent him like 4 feet airborne. So
Oh, so maybe Sunday was retaliation?
yeah.
Yeah.
but, yeah.
Is all this true, Jimmy?
Is this true?
Is all this true?
Yes.
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 That's all you have? You're not going to
And
argue?
I didn't like flying on Saturday.
The defense rests?
Their dad chiming in. That never happened.
All right. Hey, so let's bring up Max. Max, what is your favorite or worst karting moment?
Yeah, so my favorite karting moment has to be my first podium, race 5 of last year, Rock Sonoma. I was running third for the entire weekend and finally got my first podium. It was a great feeling.
And which race was that?
That was race 5 of Rock Sonoma in 2021.
Race 5 of Rock Sonoma. That's pretty specific. Very cool. Let's see. Let's go on to Mason and Brody Mitchell. Same question for you. Your favorite or worst karting moment?
My favorite was probably the first round at Prairie City this year, where I got my first top 5 in the 206 Junior 2.
Nice.
I won a KPX championship.
You won the KPX championship. Well, that's kind of a big deal. It almost seemed like you had to think about that one for a while. Do you have like 500 championships to your name?
Oh, just one.
Oh, I thought you were about to say, no, just 4. Very cool. Let's see. So we have Gabby. That was from yesterday. Her big race win. Nico. Did we ask Nico already?
No.
No.
No, you didn't.
No, I think we were talking to you as that question came in. Your favorite karting moment?
Oh God, that's tough. Either winning at LATC this past year by over 5 seconds, or probably going from last to third at Pro Kart last year at Buttonwillow.
Nice. I like the drive from the back.
Yeah, it was fun. There's a big crash in front of me, and I avoided all of it.
Very good.
Same thing at Santa Maria as well. There was 11 carts I think piled up in turn 1, and then I avoided all of it, and then I finished 5th.
Very cool. All right, Ridgely, your favorite karting moment?
Oh my gosh, this is hard. I'm going to have to say, I mean, I really don't have a really favorite one, but I can say that my favorite experience, like in general with karting, and it wasn't my best ever race finish, was, actually I take that back. I just remembered one. It was 2021, first race of the Prairie City Karting Championship. I was in third, or not in third. I started 4th, and on the start, I passed Trenton, and I was just defending from him the entire race, and I could just feel him. I would look back, and I could see him right there on my bumper. He was just pushing me the entire time, but I just barely pulled it away. So, yeah, that was my favorite karting moment so far.
Very cool. All right, we're going to bring you guys all back up to the same screen. And let's see. Tommy Fogarty. That name sounds familiar.
We have some question. Oh,
What
okay.
pro racing do the kids follow at home? NASCAR, F1, World of Outlaws, MotoGP, or something else? Gabby?
I like to watch F1 and NASCAR.
F1 and
Hey.
NASCAR.
Coming in hot. What's up, guys? Oh, where'd you go?
Nope.
I would also like to
What
make a
happened to
shout out to my
Preston?
brother, Macadera.
All right. Go ahead, Gabby. Sorry, say that again.
I like to make a shout out to my brother Macadera. He should have been racing this weekend, but he had eye surgery, so he couldn't make it.
All right.
That's why he was out of the cart this weekend?
Yeah.
Yep. I was wondering about that. Let's see. Jimmy and Henry. The person that asked the question had the same last name as you for some reason. What is your favorite form of motorsport to watch, if you watch anything?
My favorite motorsport to watch is NASCAR and F1.
Yeah, we watch NASCAR and F1 mostly.
You watch it as a family?
Yeah. Yes.
I mostly watch it with my dad.
Nice.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, if you're seeing that last name Fogarty and you're an old-time karter like myself or Ashley, these are the kids for Tommy Fogarty. So we were talking to Tommy this weekend about possibly doing a show, like a Fogarty family show with Tom and the kids. And he goes, nah, I think the boys would rather be on with their friends on the junior show. So here we are.
All right, we got some more questions for you guys. We got some technical difficulties with Kai and Preston, but it's all right. Here we go. What's your guys' favorite things to do in between the heats? In between heat races, what do you guys do?
I have to say, I have to clean the cart. I just have to. It's annoying to see the tiniest bit of like rubber or dust on my cart.
I like to hydrate. I'm joking. I like to watch, like yesterday between heats. I was watching from the hill. So,
What classes do you like to watch, Gabby?
I like to watch K100 and Shifter, Pro Kart Shifter.
All right, and hold on, let me get it back. Go ahead, Max, and unmute.
My favorite thing to do is just go around, do stuff with my friends. Shout out to Casey Moyer, Haynes. Steven, Kaysen, everybody on Speed Sense.
Yeah. All right. Mason and Brody, what is your guys' favorite thing to do in between heats?
I like to go over video and data a lot and just figure out what we could do different with the cart and how I could improve my driving.
Play with my friends.
All right, that's a good answer. That's not a wrong answer either. All right, Nico, what's your favorite thing to do in between heats, or what do you do in between heats?
I normally go over data. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really play with my friends at all that much. But I just hang out with people under the tent. And then, like this past weekend, we were staying in an RV, so I just went back to the RV. And then sometimes I'm normally watching junior and senior K100, but other than that, that's all I do.
All right. So, who are some of the other drivers that you guys watch? Like, who do you guys watch? Hold on, Nico. I'm gonna switch you up here. Go ahead, Nico. Unmute, and then we'll go Fogarty and then Gadara.
I'm definitely gonna say Preston because I always watch him because he's on KA. I also watch Keegan Kaminsky. Just normally always my teammates.
All right, good answer. Fogarty's. What other classes do you guys watch? Or drivers?
Does Charles Leclerc count?
Yes, but we're talking about karting too. So do you guys have like favorite senior drivers or maybe master drivers or anybody that you guys watch specifically to try and learn from?
No.
No. All right.
I mean, for sure, I watch my dad, but
All right.
That's
okay. All right, Gabby, go ahead and unmute.
So yeah, like I said, my favorite classes are to watch KA and Pro Kart. The people I do like to watch are Casey, Preston, and yeah, that's it. Really.
All right, Max, go ahead and unmute. Who do you watch?
If I were to go down, I would probably either watch Senior 100 or the Shifter class, Pro Rock Shifter. Just because Senior's just interesting because it's also 100cc class, so there's also a lot of people who usually come to that class, so it's always interesting to watch. And then Shifter's a classic. You have to watch Shifter.
Of course, yes. All right, we got a question coming in. Max, how was Sonoma?
So about Sonoma, main race, I was going good. I was in second place, running around in second, but I noticed something with my exhaust. My exhaust was like getting really loud. So as seen on the Rock Sonoma live stream, I was looking back at my exhaust, then I pitted in. Later we found out that my exhaust was broken because the header just split, and then I had to retire. So it was going good until that happened.
Yeah, you were running a strong second.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
were leading the whole
disappointing,
pack,
but
and
it's racing.
you ended up just pulling straight off. I was like, what's going on with Max?
Yeah. It's my exhaust, so.
It was your exhaust. Yeah.
Till next time. All right, guys, I'm going to bring us all up back together. We have a question. What is the most difficult part of the Sonoma racetrack? Some of you guys talked about it earlier. Go ahead, Nico, unmute, then Mitchell's.
Well, first of all, I know everyone's gonna say tic-tac-toe, the new tic-tac-toe. it's technical. You always have to hit it perfectly, otherwise you're not going to get a good run. Either you're just not going to get a good run off if you hit it wrong.
Hudson Sharp chiming in tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
Hudson, I don't know if you were here when we gave you our shout outs. A great race this weekend, dude. All right, go ahead, Mitchells. What's the hardest part or the most difficult part of Sonoma?
Either tic-tac-toe or a few other corners. I'm kind of new to that track, and I just struggled. So
The new tic-tac-toe. Everybody says that too. All right.
Yeah, all the drivers I've talked to, they're not in favor.
No. Same. All right. Ridgely and Gabby, go ahead and unmute. You guys can answer.
I would say if I had to choose something other than tic-tac-toe, Kremer. It's off camber, and if you don't get it perfect, you either go a little too far inside and tap the curb, and that'll mess you up, or you go a little too far wide. It's one of those corners where if you don't hit it perfect, then you don't hit it. So
I love that corner.
Gabby?
For that exact reason.
yeah.
Other
same here.
than tic-tac-toe, I was going to say tic-tac-toe, but now everybody has said it. It's probably, for me, so going forwards, the first corner for me, because it's so off camber, it's blind, kind of, and if you have to hit it right, or else you'll probably just go off the rumble strips. So, yeah.
Yeah, that is true. All right. Max,
see,
go
Max
ahead
had
and
his hand up.
unmute.
So I know everybody's been saying tic-tac-toe, but I also have to say tic-tac-toe. It's really hard to get it absolutely perfect, but if you do, you have a great run. But if you mess it up just a tiny bit, you're going to compromise your run out of tic-tac-toe. It's very hard. So I have to say tic-tac-toe.
All right. So we have a unanimous decision. Fogarty, you guys have a least favorite,
Yes.
a most difficult part of Sonoma?
Yeah, it's tic-tac-toe. Every time we come in from a session, we have to work on tic-tac-toe. It's the hardest part of the track by far. If you mess that up, then you mess the straightaway up, then you mess the other straightaway up, and then you mess up turn one, then you lose a bunch of speed, then you have to re-accelerate, and it takes a long time.
Yeah,
All right, there's a couple people asking about tic-tac-toe.
I know.
Ashley, carry it
trying
for a
to
little
scroll
bit. I'm going
too.
to try to find one of my videos here.
Okay, so we got to catch up because there's a lot of questions. Nico, are you going to Europe?
No. Do not have enough money.
No. All right, update on Lambert and Sorensen. They are at BJ's currently with no Wi-Fi, but we're gonna get them on for a Kai Sorensen show for the next one. There is a wait list for the next junior show, guys. So here we go. Kai, you are the man. When are we gonna see you race again? I think this is somebody in Sonoma. So that's probably about Sonoma.
When
here
you're
we
ready,
go.
I can bring up the video for tic-tac-toe.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so this is the new tic-tac-toe. Let's see here. That should be better. So that's the new tic-tac-toe. Give me a minute. I'll try to find the old tic-tac-toe.
That's going to be the opposite direction of the direction we went this way. Or this way.
Yeah, so this race we ran it reversed.
I think it's
reverse.
It's very
Actually,
tricky.
did you see my cursor
the
on the
bump.
screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So we have another question. Aside from Nico and Gabby, has anybody else ran in regional or national races?
I'm gonna
Um,
use the bathroom.
all right. Yeah, I think some of us go ahead and unmute Max
I did
and
IKF.
Ridley and answer.
I ran the Challenge of the Americas at Tucson, Phoenix, and Sonoma, and planning on doing more stuff like that this year also.
Perfect. And Ridgely, go ahead.
I mean, it's not a two-stroke. I didn't do two-stroke in it, but I did IKF in 2019, as I said earlier, and I did the 2021 at Prairie City last year.
The Grand Nationals. Excellent. I still even want a Duffy, so I can live through you guys. All right, Mitchells, go ahead and unmute.
I ran IKF last year, and then I ran Challenge of Americas at Sonoma this year.
Okay, excellent.
I wish I could.
Our homie Andy, shout out Andy Saisman, Challenge of the Americas, sponsors of NorCal Carters. Go ahead, Gabby.
Can I say my national races?
Go ahead.
All right. I've been to Miami and Orlando, and I've also been to Indiana, Utah, and Louisiana. And I also ran the IKF race in 2021, and I got second. I got passed on the second to last lap. It was pretty tough, but I tried.
All right, anybody else? I think we asked everything. Okay. Oh, we got one. What F1 team would you like to be a part of?
Any.
Go ahead and unmute.
Anyone I can get onto.
Anyone I could get onto, but preferably Red Bull.
Same.
Yeah, any team that I can get onto, but
Red
also
Bull or Ferrari.
Yeah, go
Red
Ferrari.
All right,
Red
Nico.
Bull.
Tell us what's up
Red Bull.
for real. Just shaking your head.
Definitely not Mercedes. Do not like Lewis.
Uh-uh.
He wins too much, but he's not winning anymore. I'd go either McLaren, Ferrari, Red Bull.
I'd rather go. So my
Yeah,
dream is
we
actually to
discussed.
be a driver. If I were to get on a team, I would probably prefer McLaren, Red Bull, or Ferrari, or Andretti Racing.
Dang. All right, so.
We have a question coming in from Fogarty. He raised his hand.
Oh, where? Go ahead.
Ferrari.
Ferrari.
Okay, we got another question. Okay, someone here is daring to ask who here has the most overall wins. And I'm gonna go with, where are you, Nico? I'm pretty sure, 90% sure, I can confirm. Nico has the most overall wins, but
Gabby would have probably would be second overall for that. I have about if I can remember correctly, I have like 10 or 15. I can't even remember, to be honest.
Ridgely?
right.
Yeah, I know I got just looking at my thing. I know I got at least 3 from Blue Max last year alone for the championship.
Nice.
Excellent.
Who's next?
I got it.
Go ahead, Fogarty.
Let's see. Oh, your mute mic is on.
Got it.
Go for it. Go for it, Henry.
All right, Ridgely, while we're waiting for Henry, it says, where was your favorite IKF race?
Okay, I know I'm wearing a Prairie City hat, and Mr. Durbin, he's helped me. He's been there since day one. I love the track, but I raced that track a lot, and I have to say that the one in Oregon, that what they had repaved that track, and it was really good. Yeah.
Which one in Oregon? Canby or Medford?
Oh, my bad. It was Pat's Acres.
Pat's Acres.
That's a good one.
One of my all-time favorites.
All right. Henry, did you unmute? Henry, you got to unmute.
There you go.
There you go.
Is it just karting wins or is it overall racing wins?
Karting wins.
Oh, I won the champion 4-stroke last year and junior 206. So I don't know how many wins that was, but it was a lot. So
Excellent. Well done. All right. New question. If you could race a car or a go-kart on any track, which track would you pick? Go ahead. Gabby?
I would like to go to Europe and race.
Where?
Or Italy. Yeah,
Specifically?
Italy or yeah. Oh, I don't know. A lot of them are really nice. Yeah, I don't really know. I like all of them. If it were to be F1 track, I would go probably Monaco.
All right. Excellent. All right. Please hold. Bringing them in. The Real Plambert and Kai Sorensen. What's up, guys?
What's up? What's up?
Hey, all right. We got a question that came in. If you could race a car or a go-kart on any track, which track would you pick? Anywhere in the galaxy.
Car or go-kart?
Car or a go-kart. What track?
Imola. Man, that's a hard one. I don't know. Maybe. Wow, that's a hard one. I'm not sure.
All right, we'll come back. Nico,
maybe Monaco. I mean, that's my initial answer, but I don't know. There's many more.
All right, Nico, go ahead. Then Mitchell's.
Probably go-kart track would be either South Garda or I don't even know, something in Europe. But like F1 track or something, I would do Monaco because it's just a different type of race, and it's just the atmosphere is different.
Yes, it is. I want to go to Monaco really bad too. All right, Max, go ahead.
So for kart, I would probably say GoPro Motorplex because it's just huge. It looks really fun to drive. Then for like F1, I'd say Monza. It's just really fast. I drive the track all the time on F1 2021. It's just really fun track, so I definitely want to drive there in F1.
All right, Ridgely, did you answer already?
So for a kart on a kart track, I would definitely go to PFI, for sure. I've always wanted to drive there, and I've not gotten the chance yet. But it seems like an amazing track with that turn 1 spiral complex.
Yeah. All right, Fogarty's. Where would you like to race?
I'd like to race on Monaco. Yeah, Monaco or Laguna.
That'd be interesting. All right. So since we just brought in our guests, Kai and Preston, can you guys unmute? Give us a quick little intro on yourselves.
I was racing over in Europe since 2020. I started out in Mini over there, and then my 2021 season I went to Parolin, drove a half a year with them, and then joined Forza, and then finished off the year with them. a solid P9 and world champs with them. So I mean, overall finished off the year pretty strong. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Side note, that's quite Kai Sorensen, by the way.
He's the man.
All right. And then Preston Lambert.
Well, like I've been racing for what, 2 years now. Just in the US. I'm not as cool as Kai. Yeah. You'll get there. One day, maybe.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
You're working hard for it.
I'm trying.
All right, good to have you guys on. All right, what does anybody have any questions for Kai or Preston on the stream right here? Nico, Gabby, go ahead and mute.
Kai, when are you gonna come race at Prairie City again?
I've been thinking about it actually. Maybe buy a KA, rent a KA for one weekend and just tear around Prairie City, maybe, possibly. I don't know. Really want to come back to the roots where I started. I mean, Prairie City, driven there ever since I got into go-kart, so it would be nice to go back and turn some laps. So yeah,
Right.
not 100% sure when, but soon, eventually.
All right, and naturally, someone wants to know how tall you are.
Is that your brother?
Yeah, that was my brother that sent that. But I'm 5'5" or 5'6" now. I don't know.
No,
Inches.
oh,
Five,
Preston.
six.
Okay. Oh, I thought that was Kai. All right, Kai, how tall are you, Kai?
He's like 5'2".
All right.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, 5'2" about.
Okay, so we got a question from Ryan and Kim Mitchell. Who's going to Prairie City this weekend?
Not me.
That's a 2-stroke race weekend.
I want
Right.
to try and race, but I might only be there for practice.
Got it.
All right.
I'll race the 80 shifter on Sunday.
You'll run the 80 shifter?
Yeah.
All right.
All
That
right,
should be
riding
fun.
Kai, where are you racing at? What's your schedule look like?
Well, I mean, so far I haven't raced so far this year, so I'm not sure when
know,
we're gonna
that's why
race
I'm
again.
asking.
Maybe some races over East Coast, somewhere over there with Superton, Ben Cruttenden. So maybe go over there for some of the races, but not 100% sure yet. Just taking a break for now, recovering from Europe. It was a lot of racing. So
Real
All
quick,
right.
let's bring up Kai and Preston to the big screen. And Preston, give us a race report from Button Willow.
well, we won practice, so that was kind of a plus. And then we qualified second.
You won practice? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's
Winning
that's
practice.
it's my accomplishment for the weekend.
You won practice.
Yeah. And then we qualified second, and then got just shuffled in the pre-main. Ended up like 6th or 7th. So I had to drive back to, I think we finished 4th by the end of it. And then main, we started 4th, then turn 1 again, just got shuffled back to, I think, 8th, and then drove back to 4th. And then I was like a second and a half back on 3rd, and I caught him, but just never was able to make a move. He blocked better. So
How many drivers were in your class?
I think there were 25.
All right.
24.
And how was the overall just atmosphere and the turnout for
It was
the
it
pro
was
kart
pretty
stuff?
good. I don't think there was only, I think K junior and senior were the biggest classes. There's not like
Okay.
a crazy amount of drivers than any of the other classes, but it was a fun weekend for sure.
You like Button Willow?
Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're gonna start wrapping up here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go around and
We still have 3 hours left.
everybody can give their final thoughts and shout outs to your teams and on all that stuff. All right. So when we're done, you guys will come off the stream, you can choose to stay or go until the whole stream is over. It's your choice. All right, so we're going to start with Nico. Final thought. Hold on, putting you up. Final thoughts, shout outs, anything like that?
Not really, to be honest.
Anybody you want to thank?
Not even GFC? Yeah, come on.
Okay. I'd like to thank Tony Saragusa from Formula Works, Gary Carlton from GFC, Sonny Cervelli for doing data with us, and my mechanic, Raymond Tillman. And that's all.
All right, Nico. Well, we look forward to seeing you race soon, and good luck. All right. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
joining us. All right. Next up, we are going to have Ridgely. Ridgely, go ahead.
All right. Well, yeah. I'm hoping again. I'm gonna hopefully race this next Prairie City race as well. And yeah. And if you want to follow me, I have my own YouTube channel. I'm gonna post it in the link in the chat there. But yeah, you can follow me more there.
Is that it right there? RC
Yeah.
and go-karts?
Yeah, RCs and go-karts.
Yep. And you're a regular on our live streams. You always have
Yeah,
good
I've
comments
commented
and such.
forever, just never been able to get on here, but now I can.
There you
All
go.
right.
Mm.
See, it's hard.
Yeah.
All right, come on my show. All right, Ridgely, thanks. Thank you for watching. Again, go like his YouTube channel, RCs and Go-Karts. All right, Ridge, we'll see you later, okay?
All right. See ya.
All right, Nico wants to add a quick thank you to his parents as well. He left. All right, next we're going to go to Altman. And...
So yeah, I'd like to give a huge shout out to all of Speed Sense Motorsports, Austin Elliott, Nathan Lavery, and everybody else. I can't name all of them. Just everybody on Speed Sense. Just huge thank yous to everybody on Speed Sense, and yeah. Also,
All
follow
right.
my Instagram, Max_Altman818.
All right. You heard it here, Instagram. All right. Thanks, Max. Have a great night. Here we go. We're going to put up. Why does it keep going to you guys?
Because you keep clicking on them.
All right, Mitchells, go ahead and unmute. Plug your team.
I would like to give a big thank you to my mom and dad and Dylan Albiani and Racer Motorsports. And thank you to Trent Healy and his family, Steven Izar and his family, RPM and Speed Sense just for helping us all out.
All right.
So
great.
why don't you plug your family business, Racer Motorsports? What do you guys do?
We manufacture go-kart stands and sell go-kart parts.
All right, check them out. Racer Motorsports. They're on Facebook, right?
So shout out to the old karters out there. If you remember the kart stands made by Mitchell, this is the next generation, Racer Motorsports. And it's one of the best kart stands on the market.
All right, guys. Coming up, Jimmy and Henry. All right, guys.
Again, thank you to our mom and dad. They've helped us a lot through our racing career, and and subscribe to the Tommy Fogarty YouTube channel. There's videos of me and my brother racing different series and different races. Yeah, because we race two things.
Oh, what do you race?
What?
What do you guys race if you race two things?
We race quarter midgets and carts. That's what I race. Henry says he races fourth. Well, because I race 2-stroke, 4-stroke, quarter midget, and outlaw carts.
And okay.
I
I'm
race
just putting up this comment here from Tommy Fogarty, so they have the handle for Tommy Fogarty. Is that the channel you want them to follow?
Yeah,
Alright.
Tommy Fogarty. Yeah. Subscribe. We only have like 30 subscribers.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us tonight. Good luck this weekend. All right. And Gabby Gadara, go ahead and unmute. Give us your final thoughts, shout outs.
I would like to say big thanks to my Nana, my Noni, my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother, all of Speed Sense, Austin, Nathan, Michael Mitchoff, and all of them. I really like to say thanks to them for helping us this weekend, and all of in Challenge of Americas. They really helped us.
All right. And all of NorCal, Gabby, give them a big thanks for joining us for the Gabby Gadara show. All right. It was great to have you, Gabby. Good luck this weekend. We'll see you
Thank you
later.
so much. All right. See ya.
Bye. All right. Our last two. Here we go. Kai, you have to come on another show.
I will. 100%.
All right. Lambert's already been on, so he knows the drill. Final thoughts, shout outs, plug your team.
I'll do my thing. Shout out to Gary, GFC, Sonny Cervelli, Vinny Cervelli, P1 Engines, Track Magic, all of them for supporting me.
All right. And Kai for being
Well,
your backup.
I don't have a YouTube channel to shout out like everyone else, so I guess I'll shout out myself and Forza Racing. Most of you guys probably don't even know that, but shouting it out anyway. So yeah.
All right. Thanks, Kai. Bye, guys. Hey, where are you guys actually?
Yeah, 100%.
Bye.
All right. So you're going to wrap up our show tonight, right, Ashley?
Yep. Go ahead.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight. That was another junior show. So we already have, I think, the fourth junior show booked up or getting close to it. But that doesn't mean we can't do another one. So if you want to be on one of our shows, reach out to Ashley, and she'll get you booked in. She'll give you the rundown of what we have coming up. And then also, just a quick reminder, YouTube, we're trying to grow it to 1,000 subscribers. Like and subscribe. And then also, we're continuing to do our weekly podcast of upcoming events in NorCal. And if you have special events or a karting event in Northern California or that affects Northern California karters, send us the information so we can put it on our website at norcalkarters.com. And Ashley, it's all, I got to say my tagline. And yeah, my tagline, if we all get one person into karting, we'll double by next year. That's it.
All right. All right, NorCal. So we got some exciting shows coming up. Just confirmed. Next week will be the Ron White Happy Hour. Join us for Ron White and his homies for a fun show. Then we're going to have our Kart Moms show. And then we're going to go into some kind of specialty shows about things that we need to talk about in karting, but we're not quite 100% booked for those. So I don't want to announce them yet. And then we'll have some race recaps. So again, if you race at Prairie City, Sonoma, NCK, I'm totally blanking on everybody else right now, but let us know and we'll put you on the race recap show. We want to know what's going on. Thank you guys so much for commenting. Thanks for all the questions for the juniors today. Again, we are still looking for kart sequence numbers for our countdown between 0 to 60. So reach out to us, send us your picture, and we'll see if it works, okay? All right, again, if you want to be on our show, if you want to talk about karting, let me know. Peace, NorCal.